What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus. The other day I was doing some Pokedex research. As you know, I've been doing a ton of Pokedex research to get my perfect Pokedex, and I did a Gardevoir Mass Outbreak. Usually I don't try to do Mass Outbreaks because right here you can see I got a shiny, and of course I'd like to get my shinies on live stream so you all can see my reaction. This was a really crazy experience though, and I wanted to share it with you. As you can plainly see, Gardevoir ran away. Oh my goodness. I hadn't saved in a little while, but I thought to myself, no matter how much progress I lose, I should reset the game just in case it's possible to get that Mass Outbreak back. And as you'll see here, I was able to get the Mass Outbreak back. I went back to Jubilife Village where luckily I had saved before I went to check on the Mass Outbreak, and the Mass Outbreak was still there. And what's really crazy is the shiny was in the exact same position as when I found it the first time. I do believe that this is a result of the Daybreak DLC update. They wanted to make it to where people can't shiny hunt by just saving and resetting Mass Outbreaks. So therefore the Mass Outbreaks will be identical every time you go back to them. That's the way that I understand it anyway, but I would love to hear comments and thoughts about that in the chat. So go ahead and let me know what you think about that. Are the Mass Outbreaks all exactly the same every single time? I do believe that they are because of the experience that you can see here on this video. Now, once I got back in and realized I was going to be able to get the Gardevoir Mass Outbreak again, I still wasn't sure if I would get the Shiny Gardevoir in the Mass Outbreak or if it would be slightly different. But as we know from the Daybreak DLC, like I just mentioned, it will be exactly the same. So there's another shiny coming up here again. But the crazy thing to note about this Mass Outbreak is it's Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is a very skittish Pokemon, just like Kirlia, just like Ralts. They will run away from you, and boy will they run away from you fast. So I had to reset this Mass Outbreak probably like 3 or 4 times. I'm not going to talk this whole video because it is a long video. I'll just let it play for you guys and you can see how this turned out. But this was an absolutely crazy experience. I still can't believe all of this happened. I still can't believe I saved before I got into the Mass Outbreak, and I did save again. You'll see slightly into the video I do another save, which is very strategic, so I don't have to go through this whole process again. But yes, Gardevoir is a crazy Pokemon. That thing will run from you. They're very skittish. If you get into a battle with it, they have a chance to flee immediately, which you'll see happens to me during the course of this video. So do be careful when you're doing a Gardevoir outbreak. That is my PSA, my public service announcement, my warning to you out there doing a Gardevoir outbreak. They can run from you so fast. If you scare them in the wild, they can run, and if you get into a battle with them without doing a backstrike, they can also run. And even if you get that backstrike, you still have a chance to run. So be really careful if you're doing Gardevoir outbreaks. That is my PSA from this video, and I'll let you watch the rest of it going forward. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what you think about Mass Outbreaks and shiny hunting with Mass Outbreaks. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to talk the whole time, but this is a good time to mention that I just got absolutely so lucky with the point where I saved it. I mean, I saved it right before that Gardevoir ran away. If I would have saved it a few seconds later, I could have actually saved the Gardevoir being gone. So I got very, very lucky in this particular instance. Let's go ahead and see if that Gardevoir is still there, but I think you already know that it's going to be. So here we are with another soft reset. As you can see, I got the backstrike. However, Gardevoir was very skittish and I wasn't able to catch it in the first ball, even though I used a Gigaton ball, which has an extremely high catch rate, and Gardevoir ran on me again. This is a really tough spawn, and if you ever encounter a shiny Gardevoir in the wild like I have here, I want you to watch this video carefully and see how I handled it, and make sure you do plenty of saves in strategic points. Now, once you've got your save right before the shiny or right at the shiny, you're pretty much good to go. You don't need to save it again, and you won't see me save it again. But yes, this can be extremely difficult, and it requires many soft resets to actually bag this Pokemon. Alright, you guys, so as you can see here, the Gigaton Ball is the way to go, but you're basically just relying on the RNG of the Gigaton Ball. Keep in mind that that Gigaton Ball, no matter how high the catch rate, does have a chance to not catch the Pokemon, and the stronger the Pokemon is, the less chances that you're going to catch it on that first ball, and it does have a really good chance to run. So I will say just keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not going to keep on trying different methods or trying different methodologies. I'm just going to keep on doing the exact same thing and then hope that the RNG on that Gigaton Ball will pull me through on one of these catches. Alright, you guys, so you can see my Gigaton Ball finally did its job, and now all I really have left to do is get some of that Gardevoir research on the rest of these spawns, which was originally what I came to do this outbreak for in the first place. Gardevoir is pretty hard to encounter, and there are a couple of different Pokedex research items that make it easier if you can find a mass outbreak of them, catching them, defeating them, things like that. That'll go a lot quicker. Now, keep in mind, you could get the caught Gardevoir just by evolving Kirlia. Some people don't understand that, but it's worth noting in this video. You can evolve Kirlia, and it will count as catching a Gardevoir. You can also do that at night for certain Pokemon that have to be caught at night, such as Clefable or Cascoon. Certain Pokemon, they have their Pokedex research that says you have to catch them at night, and you can actually evolve them at night, and it totally counts, and it really speeds up that whole process. So I do recommend doing that. The rest of this video, I'm just going to be catching the rest of these Gardevoir, defeating some of these Gardevoir with Steel type moves, which is part of the research. And then I'm also going to go catch an Avalugg real quick. My main focus of being in the Alabaster Icelands was I was trying to get complete Pokedex research, or actually perfect Pokedex research on Avalugg, and Avalugg is a little bit rare. They're a little bit hard to find. You can't really get too many of them at a time. One time I think I got like 4 Avalugg, and I was like, wow, so many Avalugg. But most of the time you'll just get 1, 2, possibly even 3 if you're lucky. So yeah, Avalugg is pretty hard to find, but I was able to find it towards the end of this video, and the rest of this is just me doing Pokedex research. Anyway, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys like this series. I'm catching all the shiny Pokemon. I am doing a shiny living dex, although I'm not going to do it the way that I did on Pokemon Let's Go. During Pokemon Let's Go, I did an extreme shiny living dex, which is catching every single Pokemon in their evolved form. So instead of catching 3 Charmanders, I caught a Charmander, and then I caught another Charmander because Charmeleon doesn't exist in the game except through evolution, and then I caught a Charizard, or a better example is Dragonite. I caught a wild Dratini, and then a wild Dragonair, and a wild Dragonite, all shiny, so those were really fun shiny hunts. This game is going to be a lot more difficult to do a series like that. I really wanted to, but because of the time distortions, they just make some Pokemon so ultra rare that it would be crazy to try to get a shiny Cranidos, for example, or a shiny Shieldon is a better example because it's the evolved form. It would just be so rare to find that, or even some of the shiny starters in their evolved Hisuian forms. That would be incredibly rare. It would be incredibly difficult. So for this particular series, I'm just going to get one of every single shiny Pokemon, and that's what I'm working on. But I always have fun catching the evolved forms, and getting a shiny Gardevoir as a shiny Gardevoir and not having to evolve it, man, that's the dream right there. That is just so exciting, and I was really excited that I managed to get this shiny spawn as the wild evolved form, especially since it's a 3rd evolution in the line. It's just so rare. Although Mass Outbreaks do make these Pokemon quite a bit less rare. It's not really that rare because Mass Outbreaks have such good shiny odds. But still, it's worth noting that it's extremely exciting to me. It's one of my favorite things to do in the game, catching 3rd evolution shiny evolved forms. I just get so hyped about it. When I got my shiny Dragonite and my shiny Charizard in Pokemon Let's Go, it was like the best day ever, aside from maybe Mewtwo and Snorlax, which were also pretty good shiny reactions if you want to go track those down. Anyway, if you guys are looking for a good video to watch, do check out my 250 shiny reactions movie. It's Shiny Living Dex the movie. It's my pinned video on my channel homepage. That's where you can find all of my Pokemon Let's Go shiny Living Dex, every single shiny reaction I ever got in Pokemon Let's Go. It's over 250 shiny reactions, even though there's only 150 Pokemon that are shiny in Pokemon Let's Go. Obviously, I got a lot of duplicate shinies along the way, a lot of unwanted shinies, a ton of shiny Chanseys along the way as well. That's a very fun video. If you haven't checked it out, I do highly recommend it. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Thanks for listening to me talk. Thanks to all my amazing subscribers, and peace!